This is Isaac with SE Wolverines. How's everybody doing? Hope your day's going well. If you enjoy spending time in the backwoods, camping and hiking, there are a lot of hidden dangers that you have to be aware of. Let's talk about one of the biggest hidden dangers that is seldom talked about. I have a video for everybody to watch, and this video to me is just wow. And it's coming out of Pennsylvania, and it just goes to show the hidden dangers of fallen trees and how you have to be aware when camping and hiking in the backwoods. But we're gonna play the video and come back and talk about it. You could see the lady at the last moment, she pulls her car up to get closer to the car in front of her, and that tree came down, became uprooted and came down. There was no faking this. The tree wasn't cut. It just became uprooted. And we could see the erosion happen on the side of the little embankment right there. And you go in the woods, you could see evidence of this all the time. Big, huge trees laying down with the whole root system coming up from the ground. And this is just a good video to remind you to make sure you understand what to look for before you set up camp. You know how to identify dead trees that could come down in case there's high winds. And sometimes they just fall down by themselves. I've been in the woods so many times camping, and you just hear big trees falling in the middle of the night. Boom! Know the difference. You see a tree with no branches on it, or if you're around this time in the spring in the US in the summer, and those trees have lost all their branches on the side, the branches have no leaves during this time of year, you know that tree is either dying or is already dead. Here's a perfect example of a tree that is dying that you don't want to camp out under. You can see the tree is losing a lot of its branches at the top. This is caused by a fungus that starts choking the tree's branches. In certain parts of the tree don't get adequate water flow to its branches or the top because the fungus starts choking off parts of it, so the tree starts to die. And here's another example of a tree you want to avoid being around. You can see the fungus took this tree over as well. All the branches to the top fell down, and eventually this tree is gonna go too. So just something to look out for. These are just two different examples of trees that you want to avoid camping out underneath them because they could come down on you. If you see trees like this, it's best to move away and find a different area to camp out in. It's a quick reminder, if you're hiking or you're camping in the woods, before you set up for the night, make sure you take a good look at your surroundings. Look at all the trees around you. Look, see if you see any signs of the tree dying. Just make sure you understand and know there's a lot of dangers out there when you're camping and hiking. And I've been out in the woods so many times. You see trees like this all over the woods on the forest floor, uprooted and laying on its side, the tree dying or decaying. So just make sure you're aware of the signs of a tree when it's either dead or dying. And thank the good Lord above that this lady is okay. The winds just start picking up right now, man. Maybe it's just, hopefully it'll slow down. Even sometimes though, you gotta watch out, man. You might not need wind and it still falls. That's a little suspect. The only fortunately thing where we're sleeping at, we're protected by other trees, but where I'm sitting at right now probably isn't the best spot. Probably isn't the best spot. And you can hear the other trees bending like crazy. You can hear it creaking. That isn't this tree behind me, but if you hear some cracking, you're gonna see me jumping like Jumpin' Jack Flash. SE.